Hi, Master Peter Brusso here with Master John Inger. Welcome to our podcast, John.
Yes, glad to be with you.
I want to explore the Hall of Honors that you're going to have in May. Can you tell us about that event a bit, just like what it's all about?
Well, it's be our 10th event. Like I said, the first one here was done about 10 years ago in Fort Walton Beach. It was kind of a small event, not even really a formal planned event per se. It was something that I put together while I was at one of their events up there, another martial artist event, and was able to present some awards as coming from Shinja. That built off to a lot of thought process on maybe doing something with this award program and training and teaching and fellowship, being that it's a Christian martial arts organization. So, but it'll be our 10th year, and we set up a program of great training with great martial artists coming in, like yourself, who will be coming in this year and teaching a full 2-day block of seminar. And in the past, so I've tried different things, and I always try to mix it up, something new, something different personalities and instructors.
Well, you're going to have a character this year, me.
Yes.
Me. Now, so what do people get out of going to this thing? What's the takeaway that they usually have?
Well, it's an add-on. You know, when you go to, I always look at it as people, and they tell me after the seminars or during the year, you know, I'll get in a conversation with some of the people that attend on a yearly basis. It's two things. Some are, it's material that is an add-on to their own systems and what they're able to teach, new material. So they're adding new material, changing things up, and that fits into the whole legendary sensei thing, Peter Sensei, that they try to change up, learn new things, and add to the skills of their students. Now, for others, it's not so much adding those new skills, giving them to the student per se. They themselves then are using that material for themselves as a personal aspect. Some of them don't have schools, so they're there to learn techniques to benefit themselves and to grow and to have a bag of tools to add to that on a yearly basis. And then again, so that's a very important part of what I do, is to try to train senseis, instructors that do have schools, first and foremost, to be that legendary sensei, to have this skill-based new stuff. The other one, again, is very important for people to learn the material, even if you're just there to learn self-defense. And much of what we teach is self-defense, coming from different viewpoints in individuals. The other aspect of what we do here is very important, that they get out of this is a great time of fellowship, as other believers coming in, other martial artists coming in, coming from a different, to experience it. You have to experience it to see the fellowship that we have there. It's a unique type of fellowship. And so what do you bring away from that? For what I consider a very cheap seminar fee, for what they're getting, for $100 a seminar fee for those that are paying up front here like this, for 2 full days of training, you're getting a lot of material, a lot of solid material from very professional instructors that are brought in. So that's a wonderful thing as part of that. The awards part of what we do with Shinja is as the Hall of Honors, where everybody is honored just to be there, as far as I'm concerned. And I think maybe it's a piece sometimes that I haven't said, but it's not just about receiving some award. It's honors. The Hall of Honors is just being there. Everybody's honored to be there in the presence. So that's a missing piece sometimes, or an understanding. But we do have an awards ceremony for people at the end of the conclusion of the seminar. So that's an important part, especially for local people or people that are coming from out of state. where they brought students, and sometimes they'll recommend an award for their students. So that's an important part and piece for some of the people there as well, or those in the community. Is very important. They'll have people that will come in from the community that have done great things in the community. So it's just not martial arts people. People from the community receive awards from Shinja Martial Arts University as well.
Okay. Now, who have you had in the past as visiting type senseis?
Well, we had several years ago, we had Urinal Sensei, Sensei Jeff Prather, came in and did some things with his handgun martial arts system that he teaches, and did a beautiful job on that. We've had others who have done come in from military backgrounds, and like I said, you're doing a full 2-day block. Sometimes we'll do an hour seminar. Sometimes we did 2-hour seminars. So we had a variety of different people come in from different systems, traditional, non-traditional, teaching Qigong, teaching Kung Fu, teaching different methods of and systems of martial arts. So a variety of people, some local people, vice presidents there that Bryant Harrell, Master Harrell, he's taught much in the arts there. We've had Grandmaster Tony Southard come in from North Carolina and teach some things there on his system in a combat, and his is a very combat self-defense orientated system as well. I've taught in the past on several seminars where a big part of what I teach is de-escalation, of verbal de-escalation before the conflict even starts. Like I say, I always try to tell people, I'll make you a master before you're a master, because if we can't de-escalate, we're in trouble sometimes. So that's a big portion of even my own system of Shinjibuki Ryu Kenpo, is that before I teach punches or kicks, I teach how to de-escalate verbally, or attempt to de-escalate. So we've had a wide variety of systems, and from Taekwondo to, like I said, Qigong to combat systems, a variety of individuals.
Well, this year, it looks like we're going to do some defender work, clearly.
Yes, sir.
And some Hambo work. Most styles have never seen that before, either one of those two. And
yes,
so
especially your style.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
And hopefully empowering them to be get a hold of this legendary senseihood concept of the teaching. I'm not asking them. I'm non-denominational in the sake that I don't care what they teach.
Yes.
But it's how you teach it I care about, stuff like that. And, some of the theories behind, I had a nice conversation yesterday and talking about getting mugged, and that there are 4 rules to get mugged, and you can stop the mugging at any one of those 4 by knowing what they are and being able to manipulate. Yes. So that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun for us to talk about and empower the people to do. Now, what days and what times is this event?
Well, we're looking at here. We have set it up for this event is going to be in Clearwater, Florida here, May 18th and 19th. It's a Saturday and a Sunday. Most people come in the night before. It'll be at the Holiday Inn Express East ICOT Center in Clearwater. That information is up on Facebook under my name on John Inger. If you look there, you'll see a lot of information, hotel reservations and hotel group information and what have you. Last year it was there. This year again there. We will be going from that hotel a mile or less to the High Point Neighborhood Family Center, which is a good-sized room for us to work in, and nice facility that is works out beautiful for us there. So hotel, and then going over to the High Point Neighborhood Family Center there in Clearwater. Only 8 miles from the Indian Rock Beach, so west of there, so right on the Gulf for people who have time to come in a little early or stay or what have you. A beautiful area. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. I've never been there, so I'm looking forward to hanging out. Looks like I'm going to hang out for a week around somewhere.
Yes, awesome.
Around somewhere. I don't know where yet, but it looks like a week.
Yeah, week before or after, you're not sure yet.
Yeah, we're not sure yet. I'll be teaching the Naval Cadets a Ninja Night Ops a Saturday through Saturday night and into Sunday, somewhere, sometime. So yeah, okay. We start at what time and go to what time?
Usually start somewhere about 8 a.m. Sometimes that fluctuates, but we'll be putting out when we get all of the this addressed here with the training stuff. But around 8 a.m. in the morning on Saturday and go till noon break. And that's pretty much on your side when you want to break, obviously. But average a noon and go have lunch, come back after an hour and a half, set up for the evening, go to 4 or 5 o'clock. People break. We go to dinner. Used to have a large banquet. We no longer do that. We found out that the time just to get together for those who want to get together in a big group. We have a dinner together, share a lot of stories, have a lot of fun, and people will go off in the evening and go to Indian Rocks Beach instead of going to the dinner. So it's a lot of fun, and then we begin Sunday. Last year was the first year that we started a kind of a teaching, a biblical teaching, a ministry, having a service. This year I'm going to continue that. I believe I'm going to teach a session on that, and I'll start probably around 8 o'clock into 9 or 9:30, somewhere in there. And always invited. Everybody's invited to that part of it. So being that we are a Christian organization, that's I feel an important part of having some type of ministry, at least in the morning part on Sunday. So so it's a lot of fun, a lot of time, good fellowship, a lot of different groups of people coming with students. So
Good. What else do people need to know? They need to bring stuff. We'll have a gear list for them, I guess.
yeah, we'll have a gear list there. Wear BDUs. Don't need to wear the a gi or anything like that. If you don't have BDUs or some type of a combat style pant, come in a t-shirt, shorts. A workout. So it doesn't matter to me. If you want to wear your belt with your BDUs, that's fine. That's my kind of style of doing that. If you want to come and go ahead and wear your belt, rank, and that type of thing, but not necessary. But no gis at this particular session this year.
Good. All right.
Cup. Wear a cup. Definitely wear a cup.
Not a styrofoam one either, because
not a styrofoam.
Not a styrofoam. All right, so I'll have a flyer up that you gave me on this podcast, so they can see what it's all about. Do they get a special rate at the Holiday Inn Express? Do we have?
They do. Yep. If they, they always give you the website to go in and type in, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I always not really myself comfortable even with those websites and putting in. Sometimes they'll mess things up. So I always like to give the call. That number for the hotel will be on this form that you put up. Give them a call at the front desk. It's a hotel group rate under Shinja Martial Arts University, and tell them you're looking under that group rate, which is $99 a night, plus tax for it's a 2 double bed standard room. So it's good through and I got to tell people this every year, rate's good through April 24th. So you got to book early. Matter of fact, I was told here the other day that somebody had gotten the last room. So, and I had booked a block, so they were already filling up. So I called and extended that to a little bit bigger group of block to extend it. So they are filling up. So please do get that booked early.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else you want to tell anybody? How much fun it's going to be, fun and learning, or something like that?
Oh, we always have, every training session is fun. It's not that it is not taught with some kind of discipline, but there's no big I's and little U's in our training sessions. Some people you have a broad range of experience from nothing to decades of experiences. But the fun part of this is when I bring in new people, Peter Sensei, and they don't know the material, everybody pretty much looks the same.
Right.
So that's the fun part of it. So we have a great time of fellowship and learning, and listen, short of people don't have to worry about injuries. We're not we don't go out there and injure people. You're gonna, with the defender, we might need to, I'll bring a Band-Aids.
Yeah, you're gonna maybe need a Band-Aid.
Need a Band-Aid, but this is not like a rock'em sock'em type of thing going on here, but it's well done, a lot of fun, a lot of good material, and having here this year too, this is going to be a very interesting time with you teaching.
Yeah, you also said you have people that don't actually participate, but they sit and watch and take notes. So I mean, if a person is uncomfortable getting out there on the mat, so to speak, they're certainly welcome to observe and participate.
Oh, yes.
From that standpoint as well.
Absolutely. I have people that come and observe, some martial artists even, they come and sit and watch, and they're there for fellowship. They take a break in their own time. It's kind of their vacation time. So they just sit, they love the fellowship. So they're there watching, taking notes, and then they're for the fellowship afterwards. So it's a variety of things going on at one time. And we do have Grandmaster Dr. David Harris, who does Qigong and Qigong medical practitioner type of process with Qigong and healing. And he has off to the side of the room, also working on people with injuries and that type of thing. It doesn't cost you anything. And you'd be surprised how many people come out feeling a lot better in what he does to help them with some of the injuries that they've been suffering with for sometimes many, many years.
Yeah. Maybe he can work on my head, get it straight. I don't know.
There you go.
All righty. I think that's it. It's a wrap. So I'll have the flyer up here for people to come join and be with us. And thank you for being on the podcast.
That's wonderful. Absolutely.
Right. I'm going to stop recording now.